Hi, I'm John Cleveland, and welcome to the return of Cut the Crap. So it's come to my attention over the past couple of months that Morgan Creek Productions it says it's completed a remake or reboot of 1973's The Exorcist, uh, taken from William Peter Blatty's novel and directed by William Friedkin, starring Linda Blair as Regan McNeil, who plays an underage girl or a young girl possessed by Pazuzu, or the devil, um, and who has to be exorcised by uh, Bex von Sydow and Jason Miller, playing Father Marin and Father Karras, respectively. Um, you know, they say that it has been completed, but with no director to be found, no cast list to be found, and already having a slated release date of 2011 or 2021, I'm really calling cut the crap on this remake reboot because you don't have anything lined up. You have nothing lined up, even though it says it's completed. I think Morgan Creek Productions is putting it out to see if they could do it. All I've seen is a poster. I don't even know if I've even seen a preview, just the poster, really. But cut the crap, all right? Just to put out a movie in order to keep your production company afloat is a cheap shot right now, especially to the movie going public. And for the fact that you're trying to take The Exorcist, which is a classic movie, and trying to revamp it for a new time, it's not going to work. That movie was awesome, especially for being in 1973. It is still to this day considered a masterpiece of horror. And, a lot of people might say, well, I've seen a lot of the cut the craps before. You just hate on remakes and reboots. Well, I don't hate on all of them, but I do hate on those that deserve it. Like Jacob's Ladder, the 2019 version, didn't even come close to the story of the original about Tim Robbins being a Vietnam War vet and him and his colleagues being subjected to this drug called ladder that makes them ultra violent and insane. It's kind of a play on Clockwork Orange almost. Um, and Rabid, a 2019 release that was released at London Fright Fest, that was a remake of David Cronenberg's movie of the same name back in 1979. Or even Child's Play. Watch Cut the Crap Child's Play for the full breakdown on that one. Now on that one, as a standalone movie, it was great. But as a Child's Play movie, completely irrelevant. Now, for those of you who think that I'm just hosing on remakes and reboots, I don't hose on on all of them. 2013's Evil Dead was excellent. I love that movie. It is full of so many different little Easter eggs that it is an awesome remake reboot. Absolutely awesome. Even 2005's The Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds. That was an awesome movie. I love that movie. And going even back to 2004's Dawn of the Dead. I love all those of the Deads. Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead. All the remakes of the Romero classics are awesome. Um, but when it comes down to The Exorcist, when you don't have a cast, you don't have a director, but you're already slating it for a 2021 release. Now, I know a lot of companies are trying to get past or get their company through COVID. I understand that. I completely understand that. You want to keep your company up and moving. But what you don't remake or reboot. You remaster the original. Now, a lot of theaters are still closed due to COVID. They're keeping their doors closed. Some are open, but only at max half capacity. Max. That's not going to attract a lot of people. That's not going to attract a lot of income for your reboot if everything's not done by 2021. So what do? Remaster. You remaster the version you've never seen, because back in 1973, you had a whole lot of different people like the MPAA and other groups that would have hated to see that stuff on screen. But now you have an audience that wants to see that kind of stuff, who wants to see digital clarity and those old school effects on the big screen. There are so many different things going on right now that are bringing back classics. Even the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Ghostbusters just had a 35th anniversary release not too long ago. It was a re-release in the theaters, and people poured in. So instead of rebooting and remaking a classic like The Exorcist, remaster it. Remaster it, and even make it a new anniversary edition. People will flood into the theaters to see it as soon as they can. And, you've also got to keep in mind that, especially if you pour in millions of dollars into a remake reboot, if COVID does not allow that many people, you're going to have a flop anyway. Especially when you had the show on Fox that was trying to be a tie-in with Gina Davis playing Reagan McNeil. It didn't even last. Well, no, I think it got canceled halfway through the second season. But seriously, Lucifer lasted longer than that. How are you going to make a remake or reboot that the series didn't even last a full 2 seasons? It's time to stop making remakes and reboots just for cash grabs. If you want the money coming through, re-release the original. Bring back that nostalgic group. Parents who saw it when they were kids are going to bring their kids just to see it. It's awesome when companies remaster and re-release as special little events. It's awesome. So don't remake The Exorcist, especially don't call it completed when you don't even have a cast or director. So Morgan Creek Productions and everyone associated with the 2021 release of The Exorcist, do the movie-going public a favor and cut the crap. Oh, and special thanks to my best buddy John Myers for creating my new official logo. Thanks, buddy.